Hey guys, welcome to another reading on my channel, The Wisdom of Intuition. In today's video, we will be looking at what is the universe's plan for you next. So you can choose from 3 different piles today, which are pile 1, Tiger's Eye. We have pile 2, Jade. And pile 3, Sunstone. If you guys need more time to choose your pile, you can always pause the video, and if you already know which pile is yours, I'll see you there. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have chosen this Tiger's Eye crystal. We're going to start with some oracle cards, and then we're going to clarify it with tarot to see what does the universe have in store for you, what is the universe's plan for you next. What does the universe have planned for pile 1? We have Cancer. Respect your feelings, 4 weeks till 4 months. What do we need to know about the universe's plan about piles 1 life? You decide for yourself, 5 days till 5 weeks. The universe's plan for pile 1's life. We have Sunday, go inwards, develop a vision. And we'll take one more. The universe's plan for pile 1's life. We have Taurus, create a structure, 2 weeks till 2 months. So this is an extra message for those of you who may be Cancer or Taurus. Do bear in mind that this might have something to do with this message, like an extra confirmation or a synchronicity that you need to hear in this reading. So, what does the universe have planned for you? Well, I feel like you will get a certain situation in which your either boundaries will be stepped over or your feelings might be hurt. And this situation will happen sometime between the next 4 weeks to 4 months. And it's going to really take you some time to think about the situation, and it's something that you need to be very aware of in terms of how you feel about the situation. Maybe in the past you would just shove your feelings down, but in this situation you will have to start thinking about how you feel about it. And I feel like you need to respect the feelings that arise, that come to surface. And it's going to take you some pretty big introspection in order to get to a solution, because we see with the you decide yourself card here that you will need to make some type of a decision. And this decision will be very important for you because it will have to do with something that is important for you. I feel like for a lot of you, this might have to do with either your career, where do you want to take your career next, with develop a vision. You will have to envision a path for you for the next, not only 2 or 3 years, but for the next 10, 15, 20 years. And it's going to require a lot of planning, a lot of introspection, and finally making a decision what to do about it. What are the first steps that you can take, and how can you make that goal into smaller goals, into something that's more attainable, so that in time you can get to the final outcome. And for others of you, I do feel like this might have to do with a certain relationship, whether you want to continue the relationship or not. You will have to develop a vision for yourself. Do I feel like this relationship has potential for the future? Does this relationship entail that I will feel the same way, or can something be changed? And this is why I feel like you will need to do a lot of introspection to get clear on what is it that I truly want for myself in the long run. And with the Taurus card here, create a structure. This tells us that after you've decided what is the vision that you are going to strive towards, it's going to require making a certain structure. And this is why I was talking about making your final outcome like breaking it apart into smaller goals that you can actually attain, so that you feel like you're making some type of progress. And you do need a structure. You do need a certain either infrastructure or peer support. You need something to help you achieve that vision that you will set for yourself. And this is what the universe is planning. So it will probably bring you kind of an uncomfortable situation for you to grow out of it as a person who will clearly know where to move next. And I feel like this will have to happen in order for you to go down this path. It doesn't have to be anything major, pile one, so don't be scared about it. But for some of you, I do have to say that it might be something that is quite large and quite impactful on your life. But let's dig down a bit deeper to see what does the universe have planned for you next. What is its plan for you? What is the universe's plan for you next? Pile one. We have the High Priestess. We have Temperance. We have Four of Wands. And we have Seven of Cups. So with the High Priestess, I feel like you will get some information, or you will get some type of advice from a certain person with authority, somebody who you respect or who you admire. And that information and that advice will stir up a lot of feelings within you. It's not going to be something that you were wanting to hear, but it's going to be something that is going to create this change, this turmoil that will eventually lead you to a decision to better your life in some way. And it's going to take a lot of tempering, right? Like trying to find the balance. Which is the right solution for me? If I decide one thing, what will that mean for me? If I do the other thing, what do I have to let go of in order to have this? So it will require a lot of measuring, weighing things out to see what's the appropriate approach for me. And do not rush this. You will have enough time to make that decision. And even if you feel like you don't have enough time, then use the single most efficient way to make a proper decision. If there were no obstacles, what would your heart tell you to do? And do that, okay? With the Four of Wands here, I see that after you've made that decision, you will probably see things quite differently. And I feel like a new option, a new vision, a new possibility that now seems not improbable, but maybe even impossible for a lot of you guys here. It will become like a notion, a thought, something that will start to intrigue you, that you see that you can make happen if you get enough support, enough resources, enough people involved. So I see a lot of collaboration here and celebration. And you see the potential of what that may bring to you, to your loved ones, to people around you, to maybe even the whole society. And this is the vision. And then we get to the structure with the Seven of Cups. You need to choose wisely. There will be a lot of choices, a lot of options, a lot of possibilities, how you can approach this. And here I feel like you should definitely use logic. Here, your heart was the one that was leading you forward. But in this part, In this time, when you will choose this, what way should I approach this? What way should I try to make this happen? You do need to use your logic. Some things will be more appealing, some things will seem boring, some things will seem redundant, but bear in mind, this part of the plan will have to require a logical, structural thinking, and use this as an asset to get you towards your goal. Okay, let's pull some cards for advice or just any additional information that wants to come out for you here. Anything that you need to hear that might be of value to this situation. What do you need to hear, pile 1? The stag will tie you to your dignity and your sexual powers. Okay, so definitely for some of you, like I said, I feel this is regarding your career. You will have to make a choice whether to save face and remain principled, and in the process maybe lose colleagues, maybe lose your status, maybe lose financial gains. But I feel like you will not be able to just dismiss the situation that is happening. You will have a strong opinion and strong feelings about it. And this is why I feel like you need to respect your feelings, even if that means that you will have to let go of everything you work towards. Because I see that you can build something different, something more meaningful. And I'm not gonna lie, it's going to take work and time, and it's not going to be as easy. But I feel it's necessary for you. And if this is about a relationship, then definitely the sexual powers here hints to me that no matter how much you like the person, no matter how much you've had beautiful memories and shared beautiful moments with the person, if something is not working out anymore, if things are beyond repair, you need to change something. You need to change the relationship in some way, or you need to let it go completely. Okay, this is very important for you. Stay principled. And take one more. Let's take one more advice. The dog will gift you with the power of friendship. Yes, so you will make a lot of friends, a lot of allies on your journey towards the vision. It is a necessary thing. You cannot achieve this alone. If you have this feeling like I can do it all by myself, no, you don't, guys. No, you don't. You can do a lot by yourself, but you won't go all the way. And that's a good thing. That's actually what makes this whole journey of life interesting, because you don't have to do it alone. You can have friends, you can have support, you can have help, and build beautiful connections and share memories and beautiful moments together. That's the beauty of life. You don't have to go through it alone. And if that is something that you still believe, I think it's going to change dramatically for you in the next upcoming months, especially when this thing starts to happen. And then you will see the power of friendship, what that means to be loyal, to be honest, to be supportive of one another. My dear pile 1, this was your reading. I hope it helped, and I hope that your vision is something extraordinary, and that you will make such an impact on society. If not society, then at least in your inner circle of people. I feel like it's going to be something very meaningful, so stick to it and have faith in it. Until next time, pile 1. Bye. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen this jade crystal. We're going to start with some oracle cards, then continue with the tarot to see what is the universe's plan for you next, pile 2. What is the universe's plan for you next? What do we need to know about it here today at this time that pile 2 is watching this reading? What is the universe's plan for pile 2's next? We have Mary Magdalene. Teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call and don't let anyone stop you. What is the universe's plan for you guys? Kuan Yin, beautiful, caring, compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. What else? Lady Nada, heart awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. And we'll take one more. Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Beautiful. So pile 2, either this definitely has to do with some spiritual work where you are in a way destined to become a teacher. Or if this is something more mundane, you will get into a situation where you will be able to help somebody, either from your family, maybe your friends, maybe some people from your surroundings. You will step into the role of a person who has something to give, something to share, and you will be called towards it. You will be called maybe to do some charity work, maybe to do some type of presentations where you will share your knowledge about some certain topics that are important for you and that you feel could benefit other people. And I feel like because this is opening up for you, you are going to step into this role of the teacher, somebody who you could have been a long time ago, but you kind of felt like you weren't ready. You weren't ready to take on all the responsibility, all the people that will come to you because you are in this identity. And I feel like before you were kind of struggling with the fact that you wanted to teach, you wanted to share something, and you felt like you didn't have enough to give. Either you didn't have enough knowledge, either you didn't feel like you can deal with people in a proper manner. It's like something was lacking. That's what you felt. Something is lacking in order for you to be in this identity that you have the right to be here. Something was lacking for you to feel that you have the right to be here. But now things are changing. This is the universe's plan for you. You're going to get everything you need to step into this role, whether this happens in like a few days, a few weeks, or a few months. It doesn't really matter. You're being prepared to step into this role. And what I see for you is that you are more than capable of being compassionate. And you can see the bigger picture. You can see how others can benefit from the things that you have to offer, even when they don't see it. And the only thing you need to do is to offer help. You can offer information. Don't shove anything down their throats. Don't force anybody to do anything. Stay in compassion. Understand where they're coming from and offer them the solution. If they decide to take it, perfect. They're ready for it. If not, do not become frustrated or feel like you've done something wrong, because if they don't accept the help you're offering, they're basically saying no to themselves, not to you. And I feel like this may be a major component of what is truly troubling you here. You need to understand that people have access to solutions all the time. Really, we do. But we are not always ready to accept the help or do the necessary work that is required for us to implement the change that we want to see. So we refuse the help that is offered to us. So I feel like this may be an important lesson, especially if you're doing, let's say, charity work. Maybe some of you will like to help people who are homeless, maybe educate them on how they can find opportunities, how can they get employed, how can they get some money so that they don't have to be homeless. But then maybe if you've tried that before and then you see your help is not actually getting them off the streets, don't blame yourself, because they have to be willing to change their ways in order for your help to work. Okay, if you've given them practical advice that gives results and they are still ending up in the same place, it is not your fault. If some people thrive from your help and other people don't, it's not from your help. People decide what they want to do with the things that you give them and whether the thing that you give them will help them or not. They're the ones that decide, not you. So I feel like you only need to offer, and don't get frustrated if some people don't see the value or misuse the help, because that is just a confirmation that they are not really asking for help. They are not willing to change anything. And this is where the heart awakening comes in play here. You need to give. Give unconditionally. No matter what other people will do with it. Maybe they will use that knowledge and then end up in the same place as I described before with the previous example. And that's fine. That's not your call to make. It's their life. Your role is to give, to get them to see that there is another way. There are information that they have now been able to access if they want to change anything. But if, regardless of them having those knowledge and information and access to certain things that they need, and they still end up being in the same place and not making the progress, just accept it as such. It's their life. It's their soul path. It's their lessons. It's their karma. This is what you need. And with the Freya here, I feel like you will see that you've always had this teacher inside yourself. You've always had the opportunity to do this, but maybe it wasn't the right time because you wouldn't be able to deal with this before. You are ready now. It doesn't mean that you've missed out on something. It just means that now you have the capacity to deal with the responsibility that this identity carries. And I feel like you're going to grow so much from this experience. And then you'll come for full circle and then see this in a whole different light. That's how this usually works. Let's clarify this. Let's see what else we need to know. Let's get some more information about what is the universe's plan for you next, pile 2. We have the Queen of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. I feel this desire to succeed in you, pile 2. It's like you will make your life's mission to help every single person, and if they fail, you're going to take it as your personal failure. And I strongly advise you not to do that. Because people change only when they are ready to change. It doesn't have anything to do with you. Not particularly. And if you take that as a sign that you're doing something wrong, that you are not good enough, that you have to make them work, that you have to make them thrive, you're going to be miserable. And maybe this is the reason why you've been in a way, procrastinating with stepping into this role. And it's for a good reason, because it would have devastated you. But I feel like now you are ready to see the other side. Now you're ready to gain the experience needed to be able to get to this conclusion that maybe some people will do the worst thing, even though you warn them like 1,000 times, and show them what happens when they keep doing the same things, and they will still do it. So that you don't take that too personal, and that you have compassion for them, because you will know where they're coming from, and you will know that they are not ready to make the leap towards a better life. And with the Six of Pentacles, which is so beautiful here, this person is giving what they have to everybody. They're not judging, they're not picking or cherry picking who they give to. But they don't expect for people to understand the value of what they have given them. They're just giving because they have so much to give. It's their nature to give. What's the purpose in having all of these riches if I don't have anybody to share them with? What's the purpose? So I'll give you, and it's your responsibility what you will do with it. Whether you will spend it on food because you're hungry, or you will go out and buy, I don't know, cigarettes instead of bread. It's their own personal choice, their own personal responsibility, not yours. And with the Seven of Cups here at the end, I do feel like a lot of you will meet quite a few people by doing this. And it's going to become a bit different for you in terms of how you form relationships. I feel like you will get a broader perspective on what people actually crave, what are their needs, and why they are behaving the way they are. And you're going to see that maybe not all relationships that you were previously involved with are actually relationships worth pursuing. And it's like you're going to cherry pick, but here you're going to cherry pick who you let closer, who you let in your life. The knowledge, the help you will give unconditionally, because that's the purpose of you having it. But who you let closer, who you let in your life, will be cherry picked. And that is not a bad thing, pile 2. Okay, let's post some advice or guidance or something that you need to hear that will be of value to you, pile 2. What do you need to hear? The lion will help you to become the king of your life. Beautiful. So I think you need to understand that the thing that you have to share, the way that you can help others, is in a way already placed as a place of authority. So you're already a king. People already look up to you. But you don't see yourself as such. So in the process of helping others, you will basically help yourself become the king. And I feel like it's a necessary path for you, the necessary step that you need to go through in order to really understand your role that you will have in the future. I feel like this is just a stepping point to where you're going to go, to where you're heading in the future. And you will have to learn these lessons first before it is revealed to you the bigger meaning of this help that you can offer. This is just like baby steps to me, just the beginning. And there's a whole world that you can discover about how you can help others with your gift, with your help, with your talents. And let's pull one more. The peacock will give you poise and pride. Yeah. So definitely bear in mind that some people If they don't get what they want, will try to blame it on you. Like you did something wrong, like you didn't help them enough, that it's your fault. Remain poised and remain prideful. Know what you're worth and know that what you are offering does work. But whether the people implemented it in the right way or not is not your responsibility. You gave them everything necessary, but you cannot do the work for them. And this is where you need to stand your ground. Stand your ground. Part 2. This was your reading, guys. I hope it helped and I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And I hope that I see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey Pal 3, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Sunstone, and today we're going to start with some oracle cards and then clarify with the tarot cards. So let's see, Pal 3, what is the universe's plan for you next? What is the universe's plan for you, Pal 3? What do we need to know today? What wants to come through for you? We have dark moon. We have luteal phase. We have vaginal canal. Two want to come out, even though I wanted just one, but we'll take it. We have 13 moons and we have blue moon. Wow. Okay. Okay, Pal 3. So, what I see at the moment is that you guys are very much aligned with a certain, let's say, a certain goal, a certain wish you want to achieve for yourself. But it's like you're not aware that you're aligned because at the moment you are resting, things are not opening up for you. It's like you've reached an impasse, but it's not actually an impasse. I feel like things are staying still before the storm. And I don't mean the storm in a bad way. I mean like things are very quiet and still because you are preserving energy. You're still letting go of the old that cannot be taken into the new. And it's necessary for you to allow this process to unfold, for you to let go of everything that is not possible to come with you, that you are not possible to take with you if you want to make this wish come true. So at the moment, it's like you're shedding away like trees are shedding yellow leaves in autumn. Like you're letting go of everything that is extra, that is not necessary. And because you're in this phase, some of you may have become impatient or disbelieved. And I feel like the only thing you need to understand is that this is a phase and it's a necessary phase for you to go through in order to manifest your desire. Everything you will let go in the next few months is going to serve a purpose of creating room for something new to come. And I feel like something new will come quite quickly. I feel like within 8 months, 4 to 8 months, you will get a certain breakthrough, you will get to a certain point when you will see things starting to move, to unfold. And I feel like at that point, in that moment, you will understand that you have enough time to make certain adjustments that are necessary in order for you to manifest your wish. Because this is a general reading, your wish can be anything. There are many of you here. So there are a lot of energies, but the principle is the same. The way you look at this situation will change because you will see that you have been given time to prepare for your wish, rather than you are stuck and have no place to move. It's quite the opposite. You are being prepared to be birthed into this new version of yourself that has this wish already. And I feel like this is quite important to emphasize here. We'll see how this plays out with the rest of the reading, but I hope this means a lot to you guys. If not, we will try to clarify it now, so we'll get more info. So let's clarify this. What is the universe's plan for you next? It's like you're in a cocoon, in a womb here, and you're waiting to be birthed into a new reality, into a new world. That's what's happening. Let's clarify this. The Ten of Swords, yes. So we'll get to that. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Two of Swords. The Seven of Cups, this is interesting. And we have the Five of Wands. The Seven of Cups came out today in all three piles, which doesn't happen as much in my experience. But I guess it's the card of the day for some reason. Anyway, let's go to the Ten of Swords. I feel like you have been going through a tough situation of something maybe falling apart, or maybe something ended, and everything is, it's like you're doing the aftermath. You are counting your losses, you are trying to assess what to do with it. But actually, what I said before, and I stick to it, you're actually shedding everything that is not necessary for you to take with you. And even though that process may not be pleasant for some of you in pile 3, I do feel like it's necessary, because within the process of maybe mourning and feeling sad or going through a lot of pain because you've lost something, you will create a vision of something more pleasant, more beautiful, more enjoyable. And you will use this phase of not having the things that matter to you as fuel to create a better version of it. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you had a boyfriend and something happened and your relationship ended. And then you realized that the boyfriend had some pretty good qualities, but he also had some bad ones. And because you're still like grieving from the loss, in a way you feel, I don't want to feel like this anymore. I don't want my partner to be, let's say, unfaithful or somebody who always lies. And just by having that experience, you're already wishing for a better future for yourself. Now you've added to the list that you want a faithful, honest partner. And this is what you will look for in the future. Unfortunately, you had to go through a certain situation that was painful, but it definitely gave you clarity on what it is that you truly want, what is a prerequisite in order for you to enter a relationship. And this is what I meant by when I said, when you are trying to actually think of a better thing for yourself, to desire something greater for yourself, just by going through some sort of hardship. And the only thing that will be necessary for you to do after that is to believe. To believe when you don't see anything moving, that things are actually moving, that things are kind of like stacking together behind the veil. Like the universe is already moving things according to your desire. It's just that it's not yet visible to you. And when the time comes, it will reveal itself. And I feel like you will have lots of different options. How can you approach this? A lot of different ways that you can get to your desire. But I see this woman's hand reaching towards the heart with another heart, which tells me that the most important thing for you here will be that your heart is in the right place. And if that happens, I feel like you will achieve your desire regardless of what everybody else might tell you. I feel like people will try to discourage you in some way. But if you do follow your heart's desire, you will get there, despite of what they said. There's a lot of faith here that is required, blind faith for you, Pile 3. But the universe, if you do blindly believe, will definitely deliver. It will. But you have to believe it regardless of all odds. That's the key thing here for you, Pile 3. Let's pull some advice, some guidance, or maybe just some information that will be valuable to you to hear right now in this moment. The badger will advise you to fight back. Yes, so when people start to maybe attack you or try to persuade you not to go towards your goal, just say, no, I don't care. This is what I want. I'm going to fight for it. It's important for me. And don't back down. Keep going, regardless of what anybody says. Let's take one more. The squirrel will advise you to gather and provision. So the squirrel is actually quite a playful animal in my regards, in my perception. I don't know if they are, but that's how I perceive them. They're so cute when you see them and how they just jump around. And they're always looking for something to gather, to put away for winter. And what I get from this is that you will actually have to find ways, different ways, how to get to where you want to be. And if a certain way that you have chosen does not get you there, do not take it as failure. Take it as feedback. If I do this, I won't get to my destination. So therefore, I have to go by it another way. I have to do something different. So approach should be like you're approaching an experiment. Let's see, if I do this, this will happen. If this is not the desired outcome, let's change our action. Then we're gonna do something else. So don't give up, Pile 3. This is what I'm trying to say. I know my English sometimes really is broken, but I'm trying to get my point across. So if one way doesn't work, don't take it as failure. Take it as feedback, as information that this is not the path that will lead you to your destination. Take another path and do that until you get to the path that will lead you to your destination. Do not give up. Okay, Pile 3, this was your reading. I hope it helped, and I hope, guys, that I'll see you in the next one. Bye.